Alright, we're back and we're gonna see what's up with Keely.
Took your sweet time. I suppose the NCR sent you?
Yes, Angela Williams asked me to come find you.
She's such a dear. Not like that pompous little pedant she works for. But that's neither here nor there. These plants have gotten completely out of control. I've got a plan to deal with them, but I'll need your help.
Of course, I'll be glad to help.
Good. Meet me on the second level, and I'll explain what needs to be done.
I'm lost! There we go.
Good, you're here. Ready to begin?
Sure, how can I help?
Time is of the essence, so I'll be brief. This place is filled with spores that are toxic to humans, and we need to get rid of them. I've pumped the vault full of a highly flammable gas that, once ignited, should destroy the vast majority of spores. There's one problem, though. The gas becomes semi-inert on exposure to oxygen, meaning the gas will have to be ignited close to where it's being introduced. I need you to find the vents where the gas is being pumped and ignite it. Oh, and survive the resulting blast.
Sounds dangerous, but I'll do it.
Good.
That's where the gas is coming through.
I'll sit down.
Alright.
Grenade!
Oh, it got me. Damn it. I think I saved. Oh, it got me again. Fuck. Alright. First try.
I got your back.
You'd think it would incinerate these plants too, huh? I guess not.
Ah, good. You survived. I was beginning to think you hadn't. You'll be pleased to know that the spores should no longer be a problem. Now all that's left is to ensure that none of this ever happens again. The research that led to these abominations must be erased.
What needs to be
I've
done?
managed to create a connection to the Vault's backup system from here. I just have to remotely delete all the files, and we're done here.
Will it take long?
No, it shouldn't take all that long. Just a few more moments, and that's strange. The system says that the files were accessed recently and copied to an external source. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you?
Actually, I copied the files. Hildern sent me here to get them.
Yes, that sounds like something he'd do. Well, there's nothing for it then. Those files need to be erased. Hold out your arm and I'll have it done in a flash.
Deleting those files makes it more likely that this will happen again.
How do you figure that?
Science isn't just about success. Failures are just as important to learn from.
I suppose the data here could serve as a warning to other scientists. Tell them what paths of research not to follow.
Exactly. Without that knowledge, something similar is bound to occur.
Alright. You convinced me. Take the files back to that buffoon. You make a good point. But I still honestly hope you know what you're doing. I've unlocked the door, so you're free to run along now. Although it pains me to say it, I wouldn't have made it out of here without your help. If you're heading back toward McCarran, tell Dr. Williams that she has my thanks as well.
You know, I've actually never been presented that speech check before. I've never had that high of a science when I'm doing this mission, so that was really interesting. Usually you have to pick between keeping the research and getting paid, or letting Keely delete it, or, worst case, telling her you're keeping the research and then killing her, which is I've never done. Well, it's time to head back to McCarran and cash in our reward.
We won't go quietly. The Legion can count on that.
Keely just called in. You should have heard the director. But wait up. Now look here. She wouldn't let him finish a sentence. Just reamed him out for sending all those people to the vault. I've never seen his face so red and twitchy. Thanks for keeping her safe. Here's the caps I promised. I knew I had a good feeling about you.
I received a pleasant call from Dr. Keely. It seems we have you to thank for keeping her alive. Very charitable of you.
Zero sarcasm. I brought the data from Vault 22.
Wonderful. Excellent work. Let me see it. It'll take a moment to decode on my terminal.
You never warned me about the dangers in that place, you know.
Didn't I? Did you encounter undue difficulties? Clearly not, or you wouldn't be standing here, would you? All that matters is whether the data is intact. I think Williams' decryption algorithms seem to be working. Yes, here it is. The data is mostly uncorrupted. This will make the board of directors finally sit up and take notice. Here then, as promised, an agreeable sum payable upon delivery of the data. You've more than done your part.
I'd be careful with that data. You didn't see those plants in the vault.
Your concerns are perfectly understandable, but I assure you, they're entirely misplaced. We would never use technology that wasn't fully tested. We aren't some motley band of vault alchemists. We're with the government, for goodness sake. Have a little faith in us.
Yeah, the government never makes mistakes. Ever. Ever. Well, that was very interesting. I liked that ending a lot. Well, that was Vault 22. I think up next I'm going to do some quests in a place called Freeside, which is kind of like the slums surrounding New Vegas. Alice McCafferty had originally sent me on an errand to deliver the invoice to Dr. Hildern, which led us to this quest. And I have a similar errand that's going to lead us to Freeside. And while we're there, we can do some really fun and interesting quests. So that's what we're going to probably do next. Alright, bye!